daughter, Jasmine Crockett, chooses to express herself, I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work. Work is saying, that's the man in power. I know what his agenda is. I'm not exactly in a position to stop him since the Republicans have the Senate and the House. But maybe if I'm willing to work with this man, I might get something out of it for my constituency.
Blah, blah, blah. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and support and donate projecttransition.org below. Let's go. Oh, Stephen A. Smith, you done touched that third rail, boy. Oh, 50 years of my life experience on this planet. I knew where this conversation was going to go. We're talking about politics. We're talking about a personality. So we knew where the people were going to go with this one. But we're going to break this down because objectively, let's all be real. He said nothing wrong. Objectively, he said nothing wrong. But the real conversation lies here. Is he right? And I know why y'all don't think he's right is because of who he is, not just because of what he is saying. So let's talk about that because you guys have now outed yourself in criticism of Stephen A. Smith in these comments that you really hate Stephen A. Smith. Y'all really hate him because you're not looking at this objectively. You guys are looking at it and basically saying the dude's a hypocrite. You're mad at him because, look, you're chumming up to Donald Trump. You're chumming up to your bosses, all of them, and assuming that they're all white, even though one of them is black for sure that I know. But the point is, you chumming up to the system. You chumming up to play the game within the game, trying to give some game to Jasmine Crockett, when in reality, you ain't riding with us. You riding with them. So y'all mad at Stephen A. Smith because he is actually talking from their perspective and not your perspective. That's what you feel. This selective comment, this selective punishment, this selective adjustment to your attitude. You telling this black woman how to act, and you ain't telling that white man, the president, how to act. Or we ain't hearing it loud enough, or you ain't saying it long enough. That's the conversation we're having right here. Now, Stephen A. Smith knew the third rail was talking about an unapologetic black woman. Come on now. Like, you talking about protection in this world right now in terms of narrative, in terms of perception. I'm not even talking reality. I'm just talking about if you go out there and you want to say something about somebody who's unapologetic, that's black, especially a woman, expect the backlash. And Stephen A. Smith understands he was going to get that backlash, and he did. The problem with this conversation is simple as this. It's not a conversation about substance. It's not. We're talking about style. We're talking about sizzle. We're not talking about substance because the substance is to try to get the work done. But with Donald Trump in office, everybody knows it's kind of like you're playing Uno at somebody else's house. Like, you know the rules, but over there, these are different rules. Stephen A. Smith even knows that, right? Donald Trump and his rhetoric is reckless at many times. Come on. Now, compared to the public decorum we were expecting out of a president, and we've seen at times out of our president, this is a whole different animal. We know that. So now people are saying, well, two wrongs will make it right in this situation because we already know his rhetoric is wrong. Why does she have to clean hers up? And that's the conversation we have here. But y'all really calling out Stephen A. Smith for something else because y'all looking at him like, your depth of knowledge in this conversation doesn't even qualify you to be in this political conversation with her. That's where y'all starting from. And then you're taking it from there to like, well, on top of that, you ain't even speaking with the love, you ain't speaking with the passion, and you're not even speaking from the perspective of the people that she is speaking for. And I'm not just talking about her district. I'm talking about black people. And they're looking at Stephen A. Smith like, dog, you ain't with us. So why are you talking to us? Acting like you love us enough to correct us. And that's the conversation. Stephen A. Smith, all he said was basically, hey, I think you could get more with honey than vinegar. But do you? right? Do you? And people are not trying to hear it, especially from him. Now, we all know Stephen A. Smith has grifted or waffled in the wind to being from a Democrat to an independent to now a closet Republican. If not, he's coming out the closet. Wherever the winds are blowing, he is going. Understand that. Okay, but he's not the only one. But the point of it is, why are you trying to correct us when you ain't even got your navigation straight? Why are you trying to come at Jasmine Crockett when she is at least speaking from her own convictions? Like, say what you want, it's 10 toes down, right? And the street rhetoric and all the other comments that he's made about her, I understand. But at the same time, you guys are not being genuine in why you coming at him, whether it's a Willie D, whether it's a D.L. Hughley, a Bakari Sellers. People are not being honest about it. And I hate this conversation. This is where we're going to end. Stephen A. Smith has aligned himself by playing the game so well and playing the game within the game so well that was designed by white people, that was designed for this country to thrive with the white experience, that now people are saying, oh, you white, you acting white, you trying to make Jasmine Crockett sound white, instead of this is the way you get things done in here. Remember the Uno game we were talking about? Over here, this is how we do it. You can connect the reverses. The skips go together, right? You ain't got to just put down one. Keep going, skip. He's trying to tell you guys, look, from my birdies, from my perspective, from where I'm at, from this perch, this is how the game is played. And too many times in the black community, you are not allowed to have that tennis match. Too many times in the black community, if you say something that's critical, that makes somebody else in the black community have to be accountable, or just want to talk in the spirit of what gets things done in this country, all of a sudden, we got to call you out. You ain't black enough. You a sellout. You white acting, etc. It's the same thing we had growing up, right? Try to do your work growing up. People try to complete a sentence correctly. Try to be articulate. You acting white. Like, it's when you do things as this country said they were designed, that's acting white. Well, because white people designed it, right? I understand. We can go deeper with this, but y'all need to stop lying to yourselves and stop lying out your mouth. Thought y'all rock with Stephen A. Smith. That's why he's the top #1 sports commentator. No. It's because you guys actually hate him, right? And it's love or love to hate him. And too many people have come out in criticism of him that I don't think objectively they have anything to stand on. If I'm Stephen A. Smith, I'm standing 10 toes down like, look, I'm talking to her like she's my daughter. I'm talking to her like she's my wife. I'm talking to her like she's my mother. Like, mama, you just calling the man out his name. Well, he do it. Is that going to do any better? Is that going to help us? Is that going to get us any further? No. So my 2 cents is be honest and remember, when the people say, remember the Bible, people say, don't talk politics. Stephen A. Smith is talking politics. He's going to be divisive. People say, don't talk religion. It's going to divide it. Oh, well, ye judge and ye shall be judged. What does that mean? That means the way you look at people, they will look at you. And since Stephen A. Smith has looked at the world from a perspective of playing the game within the game, people now are going to call him out on them games he playing, which includes trying to tell a sister how to talk, how to act when she is at least convicted in her own principles. That's the conversation right here. We'll beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, because I thought it was too critical of Stephen A. Smith. I was like, God dang, he just told her, like, cursing out the president may not be the move. And y'all got mad. Probably mad at me for actually agreeing with Stephen A. Smith. At least I don't hate him like y'all do. And at least if I do have criticism of him, I actually say it about what he said, not about him. Y'all just mad at him, not what he said. Ooh. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we gonna change it up, boy. We gonna say a poem. I'ma lighten the mood. You know me, I don't talk about death. No raps for death, but also poems when stuff is just a little too combative. So let's get into that. First, let me turn my fan on, because it's hot in here. Oh, y'all just mad at Stephen A. Smith. Just say y'all hate him. Don't wait till him say something that's objectively made some sense. But y'all like, nah. Not in this world today. The message gets lost with the messenger. He wasn't wrong, but y'all like he ain't the one. Oh man, Stephen A, you slid in, suit sharp, clean fade. Told Jasmine Crockett, chill, you sound street made. Talk policy, not that block talk, sis. Now the internet is lit, can't believe you said this. Everybody mad, dumbs typing on the feed. They forgot he been real, that's that ESPN creed. He said, work with Trump, don't burn the whole plan. They heard betray the block, nah, they don't understand. They twist his quotes like pretzels in the pot. Clip 10 seconds out the whole damn spot. He said dialogue, they heard sell out quick. Cancel culture doing wind sprints, lick. He trying to claim heat, they fueling the flame. Cause folks don't debate, they just play the blame game. Look, Stephen A talk too loud sometimes, yeah, true. But what he said now, nothing brand new. If Obama said it, they say, what a king. But Stephen A said it, they swing, swing, swing. They don't hate the words, they hate the mouth. The ball brother from the east with that loud south shout. He the dude they love to hate on sight. Even when he right, they fight him all night. He said be strategic, don't get emotional. They called it Uncle Tom quotes promotional. But maybe, just maybe, he trying to warn. Stop beefing online, get the movement reborn. Now Jasmine Crockett, yeah, she sharp with the tongue. But politics ain't the block where you gotta act young. She from that fire, no question she lit. But sometimes composure's the ultimate hit. Stephen told her we on camera, not corners. She took offense like a fullback for the mourners. Blogs drop, Utah hot, clips cut short, context forgot, yeah. Stephen A versus Jasmine, the title viral. When unity talk tribal, it goes spiral. Oh, patriarch, the other queen. Now the truth lost somewhere in between. Man, everybody's sensitive, cancel real quick. Social media judge, jury, no due process. Lick. One influencer done, one career froze. They all pick sides and nobody chooses growth. He said what he said, and it wasn't that deep. But clicks feed outrage, and outrage is cheap. Folks don't care about facts, just who they feel. Cause that's what the talk is, fake appeal. He ain't wrong, he just not the right face to tell the culture, slow down, change pace. And that's the sad truth. In the fame machine, where honesty ain't love unless it sound pristine. Damn shame, y'all. Damn.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
Yo, let me put you up on game. Americans lost $12.5 billion to scams last year. Don't think it can't happen to you. That's why I roll with today's sponsor, Aura. Think of them like an all-pro safety. Rodney Harrison, Brian Dawkins, always watching. Aura monitors all 3 credit bureaus, alerts you to fraud up to 250 times faster, and backs you with $1 million in identity theft insurance, plus 24/7 support. Lock down your credit, clean up your data, protect all your devices, all in one app. Hit aura.com/Marcellus Wiley. That's aura.com/Marcellus Wiley, or the link in my description for a 14-day free trial. Stay safe. Keep your identity yours. Let's go. Wow. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so